Polite and smart and punctual, it once was good to be.
Pretty sure those are all still good to be. Let's see. Polite, yeah. People still like people to be polite. Smart, yeah, I mean, as long as you're not too smart. People don't like when you're a little too smart, but people like some basic intelligence in their, companions and stuff. And punctual, I mean, a lot of people are real fucking obsessed with punctuality. Now, growing up in the fast and loose South and having ADHD and time blindness myself, I don't really care about punctuality all that much, but I can tell you, based on the anger I've experienced because of that attitude, that there are a lot of people who are very, very hung up on punctuality. So I can say that all of those values are still extraordinarily strong. They're chugging along in society. They have not gone bye-bye.
You answered for your actions, and a woman was a she.
Woman is still a she. I mean, a trans woman still goes by she pronouns. In fact, the only people who refuse to call a trans woman a she are people that are on the right. So, if you would just get along with the program, you could reverse that in a second.
You'd stand up for your people, if needs be, even fight.
Who's my people? What do you mean by my people? I have a question, sir. Like this stuff, like the color of this? Is that what we're talking about here? If your skin's this color, you gotta join up with all the other people whose skin's that color. Seems like a really shoddy basis for an alliance to me. I'd rather side with people who think more similarly to me, personally. I can sit like when it comes to my people, first of all, I don't have a people. I don't really want a people. But if I was going to select a people, it would be people that reflect my values and my attitudes and that kind of stuff. People I could intellectually converse with, people that are, of similar political mindset to me, similar sort of interests, similar tastes in art, that kind of stuff. I would much more likely join an alliance with them. Now, maybe that's what you mean. Maybe you mean that those are the people I should fight for. But I kind of feel like you might be talking about this shit, like the shade, right? Hey, if you like this clip, you might like the full stream, which I do every Sunday, more or less, over on the Pessimist Productions Patreon, link down below. Thank you kindly.
But now, if you uphold such values, then you are far right.
I'm a far-right grifter, but I don't like that label. So here's a stupid song and a bunch of dumbass fables. Here is my right-wing cope about how I'm not right-wing. I'm actually just the traditionalist, and this is the song I sing. Well, I'm a fucking Nazi. I'm a fucking dipshit. All right, I don't know. I'm not saying he's a Nazi. I'm just having a little fun. He probably is, but I'm not saying he is. I don't know for a fact as of yet. But so far, it kind of seems like that's where this is going, right?
We're all far right now. We're all far right now. Peterson, Rogan, Shapiro, E-I-E-I-E-I-O. We worship Mussolini. His portrait's in the loft. Must save Twitter, Heil Hitler. We're all far right now. Oh, you say you're in the middle, a moderate individual.
I mean, it doesn't sound like the stuff you were singing at the beginning was all that moderate to me. But, like you were saying, like, you got to fight for your people. Now, I mean, maybe if you specified what that means, I wouldn't jump to such insane conclusions that you're talking about, like, your, racial group. And that's who you got to fight for. But if that is what you mean, then yeah, that's pretty far right, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it is what it is.
Gladstonian liberal, you once laughed at Donald Trump. You're probably a fascist too.
That was nice. I like that. It was jaunty. So I gotta say, musically, I kind of dig it. It's got some swagger to it. It's got some vim. and maybe even a little vigor.
There once was a great speaker called Martin Luther King. Said character's what matters, not the color of your skin.
And by the way, he was so left-wing, we'd call him a communist today. And if you looked at what right-wingers said at the time, they called him a radical and said he was destroying cities. We gonna leave that out?
But conduct doesn't count now, just your identity.
Wait, you're the one who was saying you gotta fight for your group earlier. Is that not an identity thing? I love the fucking cognitive dissonance. You gotta fight for your people. You gotta fight for the people that look like you. But I hate the concept of identity and groups and, like, what the which way is it? Are we like anti-group? Are we pro-group? Are we anti-identity politics? Are we pro-identity politics? Seems like you're singing out of both sides of your mouth there, Slick. But maybe I just don't get it. Maybe you gotta listen a little harder.
If you should ever question this, you're racist, obviously. Oh.
I mean, it kind of does seem like maybe you are. I don't know for sure, but kind of getting the vibe that maybe you are.
We're all racist now, we're all racist now. Off to the gallows we must go, E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Worse than Winston Churchill, worse than Enoch Powell, Ku Klux Klan and Jimmy Fallon. We're all racist now. Oh, the countryside is racist, dogs and cats are racist, eating meat is racist, Black Lives Matter's even racist. Do you know what's also racist? You.
I mean, kind of. A little bit, I got my racial hang-ups. I mean, I don't come out here pretending like I'm some kind of fucking uber enlightened motherfucker. I've had the odd racist thought dance across my brain. I've certainly told some jokes that are a little off color. The difference is, I don't get all bent out of shape. Someone says, hey, TJ, that joke was racist. It's like, yeah, I guess it kind of was. Maybe a little bit it was. I didn't claim to be perfect. Who the fuck is? No one. I got my racial hang-ups, TJ. I have no problem with you quoting that. Don't we all? You want to tell me you've never had a racist thought? You've never been cut off in traffic, noticed the race of the person that cut you off, and had a little flicker of like, yeah, them people. Sure you have. Don't be a fucking liar. Honesty is the first step to fucking fixing yourself, all right?
Found out I am dyslexic.
Me too, bro.
I thought I was just thick.
You ain't that thick. I can tell.
My son, he is dyspraxic. I'd
The fuck is dyspraxic? I don't even know what that is.
presumed he was a dick. My mother is bulimic. My mate's got OCD. My girlfriend is bipolar.
Hey, everyone's girlfriend is bipolar. Like, whatever, dude. Don't.
That gives me anxiety. Oh, we're all mental now. We're all mental now. Off to the madhouse we must go. La 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 la. Nutty as a fruitcake, demented and deranged. Cuckoo, psycho, wacko, loco. We're all mental now. Oh my, what is coming next? What is coming next? What is coming next? Oh my, what is coming next? We're probably all pedos too. Dirty little pedo hanging round the Lido in your little speedos. Far right.
I love it. What's the problem with this? I mean, it's a banger. You gotta admit, it is kind of a fucking banger, dude. I don't get it. What's the problem here? At first I was trying to criticize it, but the more he fucking got into it, the more I was like, you know what? This ain't so bad. It's got a jaunty little tune. It's got a sense of fun to it. He does a silly little dance. He's got all kinds of costumes and green screens. He's obviously having a grand old time. Why begrudge the guy his fun, eh? You gotta go. I mean, it's catchy. What am I gonna do? Sit here and deny the motherfucking song is catchy? Is it stupid? Probably. But it doesn't present itself as smart or anything. It's not like, here's a serious discussion of these issues. It's just like, here's a stupid song. Here's a stupid song. I'm a fucking idiot. Let's all sing along. Like, who cares?